You won't believe how tense things got in East Asia this weekend. Just as South Korea's new president was packing his bags and boarding the plane for a big, historic visit to China, the neighbor to the north, notorious, unpredictable, and always ready to steal the spotlight, decided to make a spectacular scene. On Sunday morning, before anyone even finished their first coffee, North Korea launched a series of ballistic missiles into the sea off its east coast, creating shockwaves well beyond the region. This wasn't just any ordinary weapons test. It was the first missile activity in 2 months, and the timing could not have been more dramatic. At around 7:50 a.m., radar picked up several projectiles shooting out from near Pyongyang and arcing hundreds of kilometers over the water. They weren't aimed at a target, but their message was clear. Pyongyang wanted everyone watching. Observers immediately connected the dots. These launches happened just as South Korea's leader was about to hold talks with China's top brass about peace on the Korean Peninsula and economic cooperation. The implication? North Korea wanted to make sure everyone knew it still calls the shots in its own game. Analysts believe the launches were meant to send a message to China and the world that this secretive state remains a formidable military power, not to be lumped in with other troubled nations. North Korea even appears to have been signaling that it thinks it stands apart from recent global events, insisting it is a nuclear and military heavyweight, unlike any other. While Pyongyang stood defiant, the reaction from its neighbors was swift and stern. Seoul's government slammed the move as a provocative breach of United Nations resolutions, and Japan's defense minister openly condemned it as a threat to regional peace and security. Across the Pacific, U.S. military leaders were watching closely, though they insisted the launches did not pose any immediate danger to American forces or allies. Still, the collective response was unmistakable. This stunt was reckless, and it has rattled nerves across capitals from Tokyo to Washington. Inside North Korea, the leadership has been visibly focused on bolstering its military muscle. In the days leading up to the missile launch, its leader was touring weapons factories and urging an enormous increase in the production of tactical guided weapons. State media reported that more factories are being readied and that plans are in motion to massively expand military output ahead of a major political gathering later in the year, where the nation's future roadmap will be charted. So here's the real gossip from this high-stakes drama. North Korea managed to upstage a major diplomatic moment, turning global attention away from peace talks and back toward its own unpredictable moves. Instead of easing tensions, it's made sure everyone's eyes are on it again, and no one knows whether the next act will be even bigger.